I'm trying to see if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Gosh, I forgot something in the house. I need to go pick up something that I wrote down. So let me turn my camera so that so that I can go do that. Guys, I want to take you around and show you something. But before I do that, I need to get back here and pick up something I wrote. And then I forgot I left it. It's right here. Can you hear me, guys? I need to know because I'm using Bluetooth and you might not be hearing me. If you can tell me, if you can let me know if you can hear me, that would be great. And it's a little bit windy, so I'm gonna be using my car. I didn't mean to use it, but I have to use it because the wind is a lot. So our topic today is quite interesting because I want you to see, oops, jeez. I want you to see I want to take you around and show you it is very important if you can let me know that you can hear me. My car is full of trash. Sometimes I don't feel like I own this car. It's like it's owned by kids. They mess it up so bad. So I want to show you a few things and we're going to talk as we go. The way, this is very important. I didn't want to put that off because it's a little bit warm. It's cloudy, so now how you start life in America is very important. The choices you make when you get here will impact you. They're going to impact you or they're going to impact your progress. So I did another video a year ago about the houses or the apartments that you should choose that will be affordable, that will enable you to make money, and not just make money for your bills. And wherever you will go, you will always find an apartment of your price. You will forever find something that works for you. Whether you go to America, whether you go to China, whether you go to Canada, whether you go to the UK, houses and life go together, because there is all levels of life. And I want to start here with these apartments because I checked their rates. This one here, these are 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom apartments. These ones here, depending with the square footage, they do not look like, they are not new apartments. So one thing you need to consider, if you go for the newer ones, definitely they're gonna be more money. So if you want something to begin with and then later you upgrade with the way or how you weigh yourself and the way you are able to also improve your salary, that would be something great. So these apartments, they start from 1 bedroom to 2 bedroom. They do not have anything more than that. So here is the thing: when you rent an apartment, what you get is a parking space. I want to turn this a little bit. So you will get maybe 2 parking spots, and then you walk right in. I'm gonna walk you in a little bit. Just give me a little bit of time to explain this. So you will get like a parking spot. Maybe if you are 2 people in a family, they're gonna give you like 2 parking spaces. And then life in an apartment is not as costly as living in a house. So living in a house is costly because you gotta take care of the lawn. That is, you're gonna be the one cutting the grass. You're gonna be the one who takes care of sewer and things like that. So it comes, renting a house in America comes with more responsibilities financially as compared with renting an apartment, whereby they take care of so much. When you are renting a house that is a single family home, you will be taking care of everything, including the lawn, that is the cutting the grass, maintaining the compound, paying for things like sewer, paying for water, paying for so much. It comes with so much, my friend. So when you rent an apartment, that is taken care of. Like you see this trash area here, I don't know if you can see it, this one. This is something that is paid for by the management of the apartment. So the other thing that you need to understand is that they do not come with a lot of privacy. They do not come with a lot of privacy, and I'm going to walk you in a little bit to show you, because they are built as multi-family homes, meaning for many people. So the spaces are way too close to each other. I'm gonna turn this so that I can put it here, so that we walk in and see how close they are to each other. The only thing that you're gonna be missing is the privacy that comes with a single family home, meaning a single family home is not a home that can be lived by more than one family, or it is more over a house. So these homes here, these apartments here, they are 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom, and they range from, these ones they do have a 3 bedroom. They have 1 bedroom, they have 2 bedroom, they have 3 bedroom 1 bath. And even though they might not look that luxurious, but the thing is, in America, one thing, the house might look old because I believe this is a house that was built probably back in the 60s or even 50s. It depends. They are old houses, but when you walk inside every house in America, they are well maintained because by law should be livable. So what you get your meter box. This for every single house that is here. This is where you get your energy bills read from, so depending with how you use it. Okay, so that is one thing, you gotta pay electric bill. Now this being the entrance from one side, because if you saw me moving around, there are two faces, the front and the back. So I would say I'm from the back, and the other one is the other entrance to the houses on the other side. So there are no big spaces between houses, as you can see. As you can see, they won't have a lot of spaces. And this is the other side. This is the other side. You don't have a compound. You cannot grow like groceries, vegetables, because there is nowhere to do that. And in fact, it is very much illegal to do that. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Now, this is how close they are to each other. And this is just a space or a walking space to each one of them. So there is nowhere you can farm. There is nowhere you can do any other thing other than living here. Now, they also come with these back patios, and like I told you, they don't look that much luxurious, but it is business as usual, guys. It's not like they're not that bad, only that they were built years ago, or they are not newer. But inside the houses, every time someone moves out, they do renovate the houses, so they won't be something that is not habitable. Let me say that. So this is the staircase to upstairs people. So in each level, whereby this is the last level, these are just 2 levels, you get like 3 doors. These are 3 people living here. That is the only space here. And that being said, I told you they have a 2-bedroom here, one bath. That is 1 bathroom and 2 bedrooms for starting at 1,390. And the 3-bedroom, there is a 3-bedroom 1 bath starting at 1,450. They also have a bigger 2-bedroom 1 bath, which is going for 1,425. All right. So these ones here, it is possible to get a 3-bedroom. So if you have kids, this will work quite well with you, because you can be able. Let me tell you, since the rate of houses went up, having a 3-bedroom 1 bath for 1,450 is not a bad deal. Trust me, it's not a bad deal. And you can be able to live with your kids, even if you have 2 kids, even if you have 3, it'll still be workable, for you. So there are the other types of homes or apartments that I would want to show you, so that you know when you set your bar, you also set your financial struggle or easiness. Okay, so the next homes will be, let me see, Colonial is this one down here. Let's go there and see. I'm just kind of like trying to give you a rough idea of what you choose and what you get versus the life it gives you. Whenever you choose the right house for you to start life here in America. It gives you a softer landing, because at the beginning you won't have a lot of money. At the beginning you don't know. This is Kansas. I am in Kansas State. At the beginning you won't have a lot of flexibility, because you are trying to settle in a new country that you have never been before. So the easier the better, the cheaper the better, not because you love being cheap or anything, but because you need to settle fast. This is a school bus, and we don't joke with a school bus. We all have to stop when a school bus is offloading students. This is high school apparently. So let's get in here, and I'm gonna show you these other types. This is the same one that I showed you on my left, as you can see, but then on my right we have this. This is called Colonial Gardens. I don't know if the colonialists are still here. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. So I'm not gonna go too far. I will go into one of these, and we see what they got. These are so many apartments, by the way, very many of them. And whenever you need a house here in America, all you do is to Google. They will tell you what they have available for how much. The floor plans are always listed there. So there is no brokers, there is nobody who will lie to you or anything. As long as you walk up to the office and tell them, I saw this house is available, can I be able to view it or take a tour, they will do that. So now these houses here, the model or their style is this one from the outside. They kind of look like school dormitories, kind of. Anyway, this here, they only have 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom. That is 1 bedroom, 1 bath, and 2 bedroom, 1 bath. And the starting price is for the 1 bedroom, 1 bath is $925, and you can also find a lesser square footage for $895 for 1 bedroom, 1 bath. So if you're a single person, you can get a house 1 bedroom, 1 bath for $895, or a bigger one for $925. Also, if you are a family of 2 kids and mother father, you can get a house for 2 bedroom, 1 bath, and you can get one for $1,025, or you can get one for 2 bedroom, 1 bath for $975. So let's see how they look like inside. So this is the common entrance, parking space as usual. You can get 2, you can get 1. Those are the ACs, you see there, AC. And then each house, or each house has 1. So let's see the arrangement. So I entered from there. So how many rooms is 1, 2. On the other side, 1, 2. So these are 4 on this level, 4. So we go upstairs, 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 upstairs. We see, we don't judge. Okay, and it's the same thing. 2 on this side, this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. There is no space. Forget about space when you go for apartments. So if you want a house, it's gonna be more expensive. So if we go to the back of this, the lawn care is nicely done. You do not have to worry about the lawn care. They take care of that. You do not have to worry about things like sewer. You just pay for water and electricity. That is why it is easier to rent an apartment as a new person in the United States versus a house. This is the mailbox for each and every person. They come labeled with numbers. All you need to do is to come and open yours, get your mail, and get going. As you all know, here in America, we receive a lot of mails because of the bills. They come fast and furious. Let's go to now a more expensive apartment that you could still choose, but the problem is not choosing. The problem is, do you understand that you need a lot of money at the beginning, and if you choose a less expensive house, it can give you a soft landing, as opposed to going for the high life. You know, there is something we as immigrants or immigrants, whatever you call it. And not to forget that these apartments, they come with the luxury of a swimming pool. Let me see if there is any way I can show you. If I pull this is a swimming pool here. It is free of charge. You can get your kids Saturday to go and swim free of charge. Nobody is charging you. So another advantage of taking an apartment is most of them do come with free amenities, or they're gonna have free swimming pool, which is a very nice thing during the summer. Like right now, if I was accessible to a swimming pool, I would love it because it is super hot. Now, I was talking about choosing luxury versus fulfilling a need at the beginning when you are settling in America. You will find all forms of houses, you will find all forms of homes, but one thing that we immigrants make a mistake is we want to pay for, or not to pay for. Let me take that back. We want to kind of like revenge for the life that we missed as soon as we get to America. You will see someone over shopping for clothes because they did not get a lot of clothes when they were growing up. You will see them overeating because they did not get the food when they were growing up. Like, we bring our poverty mentality here and let it ruin us, or they ruin the deal. If you never lived comfortably when you were younger, you would still live comfortably here, but take your time. Stop thinking that things do have to happen like right away. So this one here, let me look for a parking space. This is one example of a luxury or elevated apartment, and there are so many of them everywhere you go. They do come with a gym. They do come with a lot of things. Like this one here, for example, as you can see, it even have like a shopping center kind of thing. It looks like it's literally at the center of everything, and they are still building more on the other side. Hopefully it is the same company. So what I was trying to say is, these are some type of other apartments. They are new, but you're gonna pay for this. Why do I say you're gonna pay for this? This all luxury doesn't come just like that. It comes with a price. Why? One bedroom here, just one bedroom apartment here, it starts from, and when I say it starts from, just know that it's gonna be more than that depending on where you choose. the particular apartment that you choose to you pick. So it is fine. They come with a lot of convenience. Like you can see, they have some shopping areas. You can get your wine right there, and you can get your nails done. You know, fine stuff. But let me tell you, these apartments for 1 bedroom, 1 bath, they start from 1,000 US dollars, 700, 1,700 for just 1 bedroom, 1 bath room or apartment. So tell me, would you rather take this type of apartments simply because they look nice and then you struggle to go to work? Remember, when you come here, you will not have like the highest paying job because you do not have experience. The more you stay at work, one job, the more you get paid because of the experience. But when you come here right away, you do not have zero experience. You might have experience from another country, but you do not have experience in the United States. That is why you will get at least, let's say, 20 bucks an hour, because nowadays most of the companies, all the jobs that you're gonna start with, gonna be paying 20 bucks an hour, which is not bad. But do you want to use the whole 20 bucks an hour to pay for an apartment? And these apartments, you cannot just enter. Like right now, this is an entrance, but I cannot enter because they are usually locked. You cannot just get in. So you have to have a card that you scan here in order to get in. You have to be a resident to access these apartments. And I would love to live in such an environment whereby I know that my kids, if I leave them in the house, nobody can go there, because the only people who can get there are the real residents, and the cameras can see them and all that. But again, it is not something that I would afford as a new immigrant. So what do? I need to chill and wait. You see, they are building an extension. It is the same apartments, but they are doing an extension over here. And like I told you, they are not cheap. They are expensive apartments. So not something that you would choose as a beginner, because it's gonna suffocate you. Hell, but later in life, it is something that you can consider, because nobody hates good life. It's only that sometimes we don't have the money that is required to get a good life. So later in life, you can shift and take these apartments, because if you have a family, I do hate to live in such a setting personally, because I like being able to know that I am safe in case of fire. That is me. I have that struggle. Like I like to know that nobody is using smoking cigarettes, nobody is drunk and they left the fire. You know, I think about those things. But anyway, guys, that was what I wanted to put across. Why you should think about not going for the highest, but starting low. One lease is like 1 year. One lease is 1 year. So you can live here, you can live in this the first apartments that I showed you for 1 year. Then after 1 year, it's too windy and a lot of noise because they are building over there. They are working. So it takes a lot of wisdom to know that success is not overnight, and you would still get your level to these apartments. But take your time, guys. Take your time. I am ready for your questions. If you can shoot them, I'm ready. So ready. So what questions do you have regarding the video? Anything that I need to answer? I'm gonna give a shout out to Beyond Limits, Mary Wamwagi, Rachel, how are you? Watching from Lagos. How is Lagos? I need to come there and visit. Mary Wamwagi, how yes, so Jocelyn, how are you? So when you're making your choices, do not let poverty mentality overrule you or override your thinking, because we want to come to America and revenge for the life that we missed because we did not have money. But in the course of revenging, you ruin your life entirely in America. If you go slowly, America will be here even in the next 3,000 years. Do not be in a haste to go for a life that will suffocate you and slow down your settling down. By the way, do you know after 1 year or 2 years you can get yourself a house, like you can buy yourself a house? So on that note, also look for a house that is close to good schools if you have students. Another thing, look for a house that has a mortgage that you feel like you do not have to overwork yourself. You do not have to go to work like crazily to be able to meet the mortgage for the month. So all these are things that can slow you down in America. And if you choose wisely, you won't have to struggle, I don't know, saying you work two jobs or 3 jobs. 3 jobs for who? Like, if you work 3 jobs, what time do you have to even enjoy your sweat? Like, you moved from Africa to come, or wherever, South Africa or Nigeria or wherever you came from. Nigeria is in West Africa. Only to come to America to never ever sleep because you are hunting money. Another thing, never ever come to America thinking that in 1 year you're supposed to have like $1 million. Dude, you're gonna kill yourself. You will kill yourself. Why? Because living in America is not just a matter of how much money do I have, but it is way much about where my life was and where it is now. Even by just migrating to America without doing nothing, you will be far much ahead. Just by being here, you will learn so much things. You will see so many things. You will have a lot of privileges that you couldn't have found in wherever you came from, because I believe everybody who comes to America to settle here is because in their home country they are not doing well. So America will give you that quick access to a better life, But your choices count in a bigger way. Your choices contributes into it. It's gonna determine whether you will become a better person faster, or it's gonna slow down the process of you making it in America. Does America have money? Do we have money in America at all? Yes. Money is there in America. Money is not laid bare though. Money is there because they have avenues that you can use, resources that you can use to grow yourself or make yourself money. But do not let your brain come here making you to focus only with making money and forgetting your own life. You have a life to live, and the most important thing to have or to own in life is health. If you want to come here and work crazily, you will lose your health. You do not want that to happen. So that is why I'm telling you, choose a house that has an amount, or the house payment are equal to what you are making. Actually not equal. Let's say you're gonna start working and maybe getting like 3,000 at the end of the month. For example, if you make $20 an hour, you work 8 hours, that is like 160 a day, then 160 a day for 5 days. That is 160 times 5, 6 times 5, 30, carry 3, 1 times 5, 1 times 5 is 5 plus 3. You will be making 1,600 every 2 weeks before taxes. Okay, so before taxes, then if you have kids or if you are single, it's gonna determine how much they're gonna take away. So roughly, if you make 1,600 a month, they're gonna be 3,200. Maybe minus taxes, you will take home around 2,800, roughly, or 2,500 at the lowest. If you do not work doubles, and if you do not work more than 5 days that you're supposed to work, that is 5 days, 8 hours a day, easy peasy, easy peasy. You will take home at least, the least you can take home is 2,000, let's say 2,700. Let's say if taxes took like 500, that's okay. You will take home $2,700 a month. If your house is the first ones that I showed you guys, if you did not watch the video, you will have to go back and watch it. If your house is the first houses, apartments that I showed you, you are even in a 3-bedroom apartment with your kids, you pay 425 or 50, I cannot remember. You still have money left. And remember, when you are new here, depending on the state that you're gonna land into, please, you can be able to access assistance at the beginning of, you can get so many resources for free. And don't feel ashamed to go pick up free food when you get to America. There's so many churches that give people food for free, and you can go there and get food. Don't be shy to go and get diapers for free. There are so many churches around. You do not even need to know which churches. Just get on Google when you land in America and then go search churches near me that distribute food. You will see so many of them. They don't want to know where you are coming from. They don't want to know who's your grandmother. They don't want to know nothing. You just go there. They give you food. Go take that food. That will help you to cut down some amount of money in case you are a family, because you cannot take a 3-bedroom house for $1,400 or $1,500 if you are a single person. So maybe you have kids. Take advantage of all those resources. America people have a lot of food to give for free. So many churches do that. We have the Catholic charity. They give diapers if you have a child that uses diapers. They also give you food. The Catholic only do that once a month. So you only get food once a month. You only get diapers once a month, but they're gonna give you enough for the month. The food cannot be enough for the month, but trust me, there are so many churches that can give you food for free. Do not come to America and act like you are very, very rich. You will be rich, but you have to humble yourself and take any necessary help that you can come across. If you come here and you want to settle easily, go to Goodwill, grab some furnitures that are being sold for a cheaper cost. Help yourself to settle down the easiest way you can. Then in the future, you can live the life that you want. You can get the car that you need, because at the beginning, you also need to save for a car that's gonna be taking you to work. Down the line, you need like 3 months to save for a car, or 4 months to save for a car, or even a down payment to buy yourself a car. All right, I'm gonna answer your question. I can talk until it's tomorrow morning. Watching you from Nairobi. Hi Maureen, how are you? Thank you, Rosie. Hope I'm not late to Kuigia. Much love. Closing my figures, just ready to go. Yes, all the best, Agnes. Please like the video. Yeah, so come to America and come ready for any help that you can get. This is a new environment. This is a new country. You came with nothing other than your clothes. Why would you be so proud to accept help? Why would you be so proud to not take free stuff? Go take that food, cook it, eat it. Yes, groceries are very expensive. Why would you say no? Oh, I don't want to look like a beggar. I would rather be a beggar and make my way up there easily than act like I got it all together when I don't. Me, I'm those type of people who even ask for all the questions that I can ask. If I don't know, I don't know. If you don't have, you don't have. Just accept it and make your landing softer. Don't let anybody discourage you to come to America, because America is easier to settle than any other country that I have been into. I'm not lying to you. I am not lying to you. And coming here with green card, like, you have all the benefits that someone would want when they move into another country. I was in China a month ago. I met so many Kenyans there. But let me tell you, when I tell you America is easy to settle for anyone, trust me, America is easy to settle, because there are so many resources even the government give to new people that are trying to settle down. When I relocated to America 2014, they gave me food for 1 year. My friend, food stamp, 1 year. 1 year. 365 days. And it was 650 USD. It was so much food, because my kids by then, they were very little and they couldn't eat a lot. So I would buy food, then I get another food stamp. My older food stamp is still there. I still have food. So you would just distribute the food to friends. What am I trying to say? America is not hard. The system is not hard. You can only make it hard yourself, because you want to show off. You want to post with a car after 1 month or 2 months and show people, I have Lamborghini, I have Lamborghini. So what? My friend, you can go and get any car in America. All you need to do is to build your credit. But that car is supposed to be paid every month. My friend, stop flexing. Stop flexing, because you're going to kill yourself to show people that you have made it. When you make it in life, you won't have to show anybody that you have made it in life. You won't show anybody yet. They will know that you have made it in life. Success screams even when you are walking quietly. Anybody you see showing success on social media, they are not successful. Trust me, they are not successful. The real successful people, they are always quiet. You will never ever hear them screaming their success. So do not get it twisted. Come to America, make money in a humble way, make moves in a humble way, help whoever you can help, and also make a point that you cannot feed the whole village of yours where you came from. You cannot be able to lift everybody. So do your things in a manner that won't ruin you. You are the help they are looking up to, but also don't forget, you can help and then pull yourself down. So be wise and ask God to show you how to do things. Okay? Let me read the other one. Hi, Osman. Yeah, America is a nice place. America, you will do anything, you will become anything. You can come here, go back to school and do courses, short courses that pay a lot of money. For men who like being in the construction industries, you can go there and be they call it what? There is a name they call for people go to school and they become builders. You can become a builder. If you come to America, do not suspend your vision. Come here and try to look away for a way to go back to what you used to do, if that is your calling, if that is what you'd want to continue with. Otherwise, you can come to America. Anybody can come to America and go back to school. It doesn't matter if you got what grade. You can still go to school and get yourself a course, and you elevate your career. Okay? For those who like skills, if you come here knowing how to fix hair or how to do hair, you will only have, if you want to do it in your house, you do not have to go back to school. You can have friends and people support you right from your house. All you need to do is to register your business. But the best thing to do is to come here and get yourself licensed. Okay? If you get licensed, you protect yourself and you protect your business. How? American people like suing. If in any case someone sues you, you will show that you are a licensed hair braider. You will show that you went to school and whatever you were doing, you had the skills that are required in order for you to pursue that or to make it your job. Guys, I want to conclude this video, and I will conclude it by saying, coming May 3rd, The green card will be out. The results will be out. Rule number 1, you are not supposed to get any call from anyone lying to you that they are calling you from Kentucky to let you know that you won and said them nothing. All right. Rule number 2, you will not get any email from nobody. Rule number 3, you will not get any text message telling you that you won. How are you going to know that you won or not? Go to the website, dvlottery.state. Go check with using the confirmation number that you got, your last name, the email. So nobody should call you. Another thing, towards the dates, there will be so many cons sending you that you won and you're supposed to do this and that. Do not fall for that. Only people that do not follow me, do not follow Shiko Hope, do not follow the other lady in Seattle, I can't remember her name, that can be conned by scammers through green card results. Do not fall for anybody. Use your confirmation number not before May the 2nd. You can check as many times as you can, but remember, the first answer that you got, that is the final. You are not gonna win after you already the result said that you are not selected. Then after 30 days or 25 days, you go back to check to see that if you won, it is the same result. All right. As I conclude this, if you do not have passport photo, not passport photo, passport document, start doing that ASAP. I heard nowadays they are not delaying the process of passport. I don't know if that is true. If it is true, right here, let me know if the passport process has reduced. It's not as long as it used to be, like 90 days, I don't know, 4 months, I don't know, 6 months. And let us know where is the easiest to get the passport from. What city is the easiest? Go there, pay for the ticket, go apply for your passport. Then start being ready, because each process or each step is done step by step. Be ready with whatever is required for each step. Okay, I know the big question has always been, how am I gonna come up with the whole amount of money? Where there is a way, there is a will, there is a way. That is my answer. Then the question is, who gonna host me? There are so many companies here in America right now that host people. Hosting questions should never be a worry, because there are companies that are doing that. There are so many of them. Shiko Hope does that. And there is also another lady that does hosting. I can't remember her name, but she is there and she hosts people. There is also another lady who connects people with the hosts. Okay, I do not personally do the hosting. I do not have a hosting company, but I can tell you for sure, a host is not something to worry you. Now that we have people who have started hosting people, whether for a small amount or for whatever, just know that hosting is not now a problem. When I was coming here, hosting was a real issue. One, people were not on social media saying they live in America. They used to hide it. People will never give you any information about America. It used to be a nightmare. We just came here to figure out how life is lived, because nobody, and back then, by the way, I did not even used to have a very nice phone. I did not even used to know about YouTube. So it was hard to know about how life is done in America. So having said that, make use of all the resources that you can get. And when it comes to getting the money to pay for the DV process, I encourage people, do not sell your land, because you might sell your land and then probably get here and you won't end up liking the life here, because each person, they got their likings, they got their preferences, and you might end up here and think, oh, you know what, I think I want to go back home. So do not sell the most valuable assets that you have. You can sell a car, you can sell yes, Nafula. Nafula is one of the people that do hosting here in America, Charlene Nafula. You can follow her, and then if you win, you can talk to her about hosting. All right, Shiko Hope too. Um, what was I trying to say? Any questions, guys? So you might end up here and then say, you know what, I don't like the place. I don't like the jobs that they have. I don't want to go back to school. You know, people have preferences, and we cannot judge them because they feel like their life should not be in America. So do not sell your land. If you have to, do it, but if I was to be asked, just sell the things that depreciate. For example, you can sell a car. You do not need to leave your car behind because it's gonna be misused. Let me tell you the truth. Your relatives will not take good care of your car. You have gone to the United States, they're gonna take advantage of you. So sell your car, use that money to come here to America. In case of anything, you can work for 4 months or 5 months, buy another car if you decide to go back home. But buying another land, it's gonna cost you more. Okay? Nafula Connect and Fins Immigration ya Shiko Hope. Yes, those two companies, they do hosting. There is a lady in Seattle called Wanja. I can't remember her other name, but I know her as Wanja. Wanja is also someone else you can talk to if you hit a rock bottom about hosting. Personally, my advice has always been, you have the green card, you have processed it, and then you are having an issue, you don't know what to do because you have a family of 5. I'm a single person, I have kids, my house is not that big. On and off, my father comes here to live with me. Right now he's in another state. So somehow I do not have a space to host anybody. But like I usually say, you have a family of 4, you are the primary applicant, and you do not know where to go. I can host you because if I don't have a room for you to sleep, it means I cannot accommodate like 5 people or 4 people in my house. And that is the truth because my kids have occupied all the rooms. So what can we do? One person can come, the primary applicant. If you are in dire need, there is no way ever you will forever miss America because you do not have a host. I can host you, but the thing is, be ready to sleep on the floor. Be ready to sleep on the floor, on the living room, not in a very nice mattress, of course, an air bed. And then in the morning you have to get up early because there is no way you're gonna be flying over you to get to the kitchen. You know what I mean? So there is always a way. My point is, there is always a way, but we have to be very flexible. You as the person being hosted, and also me as the host, we have to agree that we gotta be very flexible if at all we are looking for help. Okay? All right. It is easy for a person like me to host one person, a single person, not single as in marital status, but a single person as opposed to a whole family because of my own limitations. Okay? So that is the information that I had for you, but the final remarks should be, never ever think that you will ever miss America because you did not get a host. There will always be someone to come through for you, because I would hate to hear that someone is missing to come to America because they do not have a host. In that case, I can volunteer myself. You come and sleep. Hata kama even if you're gonna sleep in my kitchen, that one I can guarantee you will never lack a host. But do not think that you can start by, as soon as you get your green card, you will think about SC. Why? Because I cannot host a family for the reasons that I just stated. I am not capable to do that because I have 3 kids and I am in a 3-bedroom house, so we are already very full. Okay? So that is the reason why I'm not in a better position to host. But if God speaks otherwise and I get more money and I can be able to move to a bigger house, why not? Why not? I would want to, because I was also hosted by someone and we were a family. So why not? I cannot say no to helping a person just for 3 months or 2 months and then they go to their own house. Okay? So guys, come here, feel welcomed. I wish you all the best. I hope that they're gonna select you, and keep watching because there is so much that is going on. But let me tell you one thing. The current president will never be a stumbling block if you want green card. That is not true. People talk a lot of things, they say a lot of things, but I can guarantee you, I became a citizen during the reign of Trump, President Trump. It wasn't hard, nobody harassed me or nothing, so whatever God has called a blessing will never be cast by anybody. And if we can all agree that if God meant it to be, nobody should ever think that it can be revoked. Nobody can revoke what God has called to be. I don't want to become a preacher because most of the time I start preaching, I start talking about God, but it is only that I acknowledge His greatness, I acknowledge His presence in my life. I'm a stout believer of God. God exists according to me. That is my faith. I don't know about you, but what I know is God exists in my life. So guys, feel comfortable, feel okay. People are still getting even visitor visas. So believe in the God that you believe in. Stop getting distracted by who is ruling America, okay? Yes, you will do. That is why I said, Kare, I know you will do need when filling DS 260. Should I have a host? Yes, you will need a host address. Thank you, Margaret, for answering that. You will need a host address. That is what I said. You do not have to worry about host address. Shiko Hope does that. Contact her, contact Nafula, Charlene. They will sort you out on that. So don't let that be any problem. They will sort you out. I don't know how they do it. I'll be lying to tell you I know, but I know for sure they will sort you out on that. Okay? Any more question as I close this? Any more question? I need to go to the store and buy some food for tomorrow. It's been a minute I cooked for my family. Yeah, sometimes we eat things that are available in the house. We eat eggs and call them food. So I need to go and get some beef, some chicken, and make nice food for my family, at least for the next 2 days or 3 days. All right, guys, any more question or we call it a day? Okay, we get you mama. Hiyo kulala kwa floor itafanya mtu ajitume. Thank you. Hata Nairobi utoka. Yeah. At the beginning, do not expect luxury. Use what is available. By the way, when we came here, we used to okota. Like we used to go. There are so many people who throw away stuff because in America, people will go and donate things that they are tired of using, or they needed to upgrade, so they will go to a charity store, a Goodwill, or any other store that accepts second-hand goods, and they will donate them there, or they will just put them at the front porch of their home and say free. We used to move around and pick up those stuff. They already used mattresses, they already used beds, they already used couches, and those are the ones that we started life with. I remember I even bought a second-hand couch after the one that I had picked from the streets. The second couch that I bought from a person that was selling theirs to upgrade to a nicer one. It was still a nice couch. It was a leather couch, and I bought it for like 350. So there are steps that you're gonna make in order to get to where you wanna see yourself. Today, it is very hard for me to buy a second-hand couch. I don't know if it can happen. I'm not gonna say it can't because tomorrow is not known. But at least now, if I need a couch, I will walk up into a store and choose the one that I want. So be patient with America. Be patient with the steps that you are making. Do not be worried to make baby steps. It is allowed. One thing that has helped me over the years is living within my means. I do not try to be someone else. I will never go pick a car note, because I want to drive a newer car or I want to drive a big car. No, I go and buy my cars cash. Why? I use cash because I don't want the monthly payments. That is what works for me, and that is what I believe, because I can buy the car that I can afford. They are there. Cars come with prices. You can choose what you have. You can choose to use an old car for 2 years and buy yourself a nice car after 2 years after saving. You know, it is all about the math that you need to do. Stop running. Stop competing. Stop letting the poverty mentality, the old memories of poverty haunt you even when you are living in America. Relax. Nobody cares about what car you are using in America. It is only immigrants that want to know why you are driving an old car. The Americans, the Wazungus, the real Americans here, they drive even a car that is as old as 1994, 1970 something. Why? Who cares? It is my car. And you're not supposed to advise me to go get a newer car and you're not paying for it. I'm the one who's gonna be paying for the monthly payments. So America needs a lot of calculations. America needs a lot of patience. America needs a lot of wisdom. This is not where you just go grab things because they are available for you, because you can go get a car that is going for 40,000 American dollars. My friend, before you finish paying for that 40,000, for the 40,000, guy, it is 40,000 per se, but it comes with interest. So the interest is the biggest part. You're gonna multiply that with a certain number and it will be very high for you to pay for that car. By the minute you are getting done paying the car is starting to give you some mechanical problems, because it's like 7 years down the line. What am I trying to say? Come to America, but be on your own lane. Do not compete. Do not put yourself into debt. There is something called, in America, there's something called credit card. Let me show you. Sometimes I like being very, very practical, because people will not tell you the truth because they do not want you to know the truth. But the one who hosted me, they told me about credit cards, and I think they instilled the most fear in me about credit cards, and I have used it for the better. Okay, I have used that for the better. This is my credit card here. I'm not going to show you the other side. This is my credit card here. I did not apply for this. I did not like go to the bank and ask them, oh, please can I get a credit card? No, I went to the bank for another purpose, and then they recommended this credit card for me. How much does it have? It has $15,000. Is that money mine? No. No. If I use it, I need to pay it back. There is something else here. I'm gonna tell you the truth, guys. America will lie to you that you got it together, but you don't. If you fall for that, it is, or you are on your own when it comes to paying back the debts. You are on your own, and they are waiting for you to not be able to pay so that they can penalize you. And if there is something that can send you to the grave of debts, it is credit card in America. Why? You use it unconsciously. Oh, I have 15,000 here. I can swipe it anywhere. I can swipe it, pay air tickets, and do all that. But that money is not yours. In fact, they use the psychology. It's kind of like unconscious psychology to make you think you have money, but you do not own the money. Higher. This is another one. How much money do I have here? 10,000 US dollars. Okay. That is the second one. How much money? This is another one. How much money do I have here? This has like 4,000 US dollars. All right. You know I travel a lot. So I first got this credit card to enable me to escape the international fees when I'm using my bank outside America. So they told me this is the best card. I went for it. But after like a year, they changed it and they added the fees. So when I went to ask why they did add the international fees, they recommended that I should now take this one. When I told them I can take it because I travel a lot and I need money and I need at least a card that doesn't charge me for international transfers, they recommended I take this. Guess how much they approved me for? 15,000. Higher. These are the same banks for the 3 cards. These 3 cards belong to the same bank. So in total, I almost have like 30,000 for credit cards available for me. But I am that Kikuyu economical, mathematical person. I do not fall for credit cards because I know the percentage they have. Guess how much percentage they have for the first credit card here. The first one is like, I think they said 30 something. That is something. If you devote, they're gonna charge you 30 something percent. Guy, 37% is like a grave. Higher. This one here, I think I have like 28% or 29 or 31%. That is like a graveyard. Higher. This one, the same thing. Credit cards have the highest interest rates. And another thing people do, they want to get cash from a credit card. That comes with a high rate. Do not ever try that. Do not ever try to get cash from a credit card. You will dig yourself a grave. And getting yourself out of a debt of a credit card in America has made many to even be homeless. Why? The amount of interest that is charged on those cards. So come to America. Don't be excited about credit cards. Do you need a credit card in America? Yes, you do, because you need to build your credit. How do I do it? I use my credit cards because they have most of them come with enticing offers, like you can get some cash back when you use, let's say for example, I go out to dine and then they pay me, I pay like $60 for my food. They're gonna multiply the $60 times 4 and those points gonna be adding up. And for example, when I went to China, I used a lot of, I swiped my credit card a lot. Not even that much, but I used it like, I used good amount of money. So when I came back here, I had $75 for free, 75 cash back. My friend, what I do is I use credit, I swipe it, yes, but after 2 days, when the balance shows, I pay it off using my debit, my Visa, my bank. I have connected it with this. I'm not a fool. Do not be a fool. Do not be fooled. Do not ever forget to pay a credit card amount of money that you owe because one time I forgot to pay, and I paid an interest of $87. It felt like I was throwing away the money, and that made me feel so bad. Most of my credit cards here, all these that I showed you, most of them, I don't want to show the numbers, most of these credit cards here, they have full capacity. I do not use more than, even if I swipe it today, after 2 days, I take my debit, I pay it, it's connected, I pay off. Why? This is the same bank. You can set up your cards in such a way that you can be transferring money to the credit card as soon as it shows up as the statement balance. Guys, I think that was so much needful, but do not let your poverty mentality, poverty hallucinations, poverty, we all suffered poverty, but don't let it rule you in America. Come here and stay like, even if you are using the minimum cash or the least expensive car, feel it in yourself that you have already achieved enough. You do not need to show nobody. And at the right time, you will get everything in America very quietly. I did not settle until like where I got to say I can now afford. Or let me put it this way. I come from Kenya, and I do not mean to brag in any way. I come from Kenya. Kenya is my motherland. And the first time I felt like I have now grown some roots in America, or I'm well able to, to even get a better car, to even get a nice word, to even pay for a trip without me struggling, without me using a credit card. It was not until 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, not before 2019. So not before 5 years later. But I made so many mistakes. That's why I don't want to see you doing the same. I made a lot of mistakes that delayed my success. Now, with that being like a lesson, I would hate to see people in 2025 making mistakes. There is so much that I did. If you go back to my videos, you will see the mistakes that I did. Go back to my videos on YouTube and see the mistakes that I did, that I wouldn't want anybody to do. In America, there is no time to waste. Don't waste no time. Every second counts. Just go and watch the video. You will learn a lot of things that will help you. Soon tuvunze about hizo cards, because naona kuna lesson we need. If there is a very, let me look for the word. If there is something you need to understand before you land in America, is credit cards. Credit cards. And mortgage. And auto loans. Auto loans means the car loans. Mortgage. Credit cards. That one, I'll bring it as a video on its own. And I will tell you how much you need to make to take this amount of mortgage. And about the credit cards, it's easy. It's only that you have to set it here. If you want to sink the fastest way in America, credit cards, that one gonna sink you within 6 months. Okay? And here in America, you don't struggle to get to get the debts, or to get the cards, or to get the loans. They send a lot of mails to your house asking you to go get their credit cards. Do you ask yourself why? Because they know there is a day they will get you. They will get hold of you. And if you sink in that hole, it is very hard to get yourself out. Last year, but one, I heard of a person whose interest rate had accumulated to 200+%. Guy! I don't know if they managed it or not, but if it was me, I would pack my things, and I'm not lying, back home. There is no way. I give up. I don't know. I don't see any future. I don't see any life in getting myself out of a loan that is that much high, because I have defaulted. So I will bring that that education here. They finance Jordan said. In America, they finance even Moikoa Gima. Everything in America is financed. I don't know if this has gotten to Africa, but nowadays you can even be financed to fly. If I want to get to Chicago and I don't have money, I can finance that on the airline website. My friend, things are getting worse. I don't think things are getting good any better. They are getting worse. You can finance a trip. You can finance a couch. You can finance a car. You can finance a house. Some things are reasonable. But how do you even finance a couch? Guy, get it. Sitting on a loan. How? Answer. Anyway, you can finance You can finance shoes, you can finance clothes, you can finance anything here in America. You can finance even, guy, what do I even tell you? Let me show you an example here of myself. I show you with my mistakes. You see this? This is what I'm using to record this. It is called a DJI. I went to buy it. It is like $380 something, $385, taxes included for this. These are some microphone to amplify my sound when I'm talking. So I went there. The micro center is down there. It's not too far from here or from my house. I went to them and I told them I want to buy this. Then they told me, you know what? You do not have to buy cash. You can, I told you it's like $385. You don't have to buy it cash. If we can approve you for a micro center credit card, and I have it here, by the way, but I paid it off. I don't use it anymore. That's why I did not even show you. It had like, I don't know, 1,000. It was like $1,000 credit. I don't need that. So we can finance you, and then we can give you this discount. They know how to get you. So you will do it in so that you can get the discount. But then I forgot that I was owing anyone the amount of like $40. It was like $40 a month. Guess how much they charged me? $28 for a defaulting for 1 month. This is $385, taxes included. They charged me $28 because I forgot. Do you know what I did? When I realized that I was behind, I called them. I paid it off. Everything. I told them I don't even want the financing again, because anyway I'm gonna forget. Who can remember that they owe someone some microphone? You forget. And that is the nature, or that is the strategy that they use. They know you will forget, and that is why they get you. So on top of the $385, I paid $28. So the discount that I got, did it work or was it a trap? Yep. So the other day I went to something called a place called Best Buy. I went to buy a laptop. The laptop was on sale for $850, yet it was originally for $1,500. Okay. So I went there and I told them I want to buy this. I saw it online. It's on sale. It's a good deal. So they told me, you know what? If you buy it on a credit, if we approve you, you can get 5% off on top of the deal. Who hates that? Like, who doesn't want to hear that? So, and I fell for it. I got the $85 off, and it was going for $850 plus taxes. It was like $900 and some. So before the date for the statement balance, I paid everything off. Why? Because this taught me a lesson. I'm not falling for anybody anymore. I keep my credit cards at the top of the game. And that is why they would approve me for a 15,000 credit card, by the way, because I pay as I'm required to. But don't be lied to that nobody ever has never fallen for their trap. So I will organize some education about the credit card if I need to get someone on board to teach us more on that. Not credit card. Credit card I can teach you for the mortgage, but also for the mortgage I know a lot about mortgage. But you really need to know that you do not have to live your life from paycheck to paycheck. You can control that. You are in control of that unless you don't want. So welcome to America, and you guys come here with life. There is so much to be done. There is so much to be done. And I'm also going to do another video about China, because it does not mean we can only thrive in America. There is so many resources in China. I'm gonna come up with a video about that to explain to you what you need to do. Open your eyes, guys. There are so many things that you can do and thrive from wherever you are. Okay, so I'm almost done, Margaret. I'm almost done. Actually, I'm winding up this video. Thank you so much, guys. There is so much that I'm coming up with. Just keep on checking this and like the video before you exit. Have yourself a good night and a good day from wherever you are watching this from. And our next video, we agreed it's gonna be about credit cards, about auto loans, about mortgages. What is your goal? What should you make to target? Today we did the apartments, and I told you what you should target if you're making how much. Next one will be credit cards and mortgage, how much you need to make in order to go for a house that is costing this much, and we're gonna see also the choices of the houses. All right, guys. Nice. I'm gonna go compile the list of houses and how much they are going for. We will go there in person and see them, and then we will sit down like we did today and analyze how much do you need to make in order to go ask for this house. Remember, the mortgage people are working, they are at work. They will never tell you that that is so much you're gonna suffocate yourself. As long as your credit score is good, they're gonna give you any house, and you are the money that you are making at the current date when they evaluate you. So bye bye, guys. It was nice meeting you, and I told you guys that it's gonna be videos back to back. I'm reviving this, and I want us to do as many videos as we can, and also expect me to see me right from my kitchen. All right.